Hello friends, Namaskar, I am Renu. I had started with classification of computers, so let's quickly cover up all the remaining topics. Earlier I had already discussed about microcomputers, which you can check out in the previous video. Do check it out here. So the next one is mainframe computers. Mainframe computers are very large and expensive computers capable of supporting hundreds or even thousands of users simultaneously. So as we were discussing, mainframe computers are very large in size, they are expensive, costly, common person cannot buy these kind of computers. These are capable of supporting 100 or even 1000 of users simultaneously. Simultaneously means at the same time. So many users can work on mainframe computers at the same time. In the hierarchy, that starts with simple microprocessor in watches, for example, at the bottom, and moves to supercomputer at the top. Mainframes are just below supercomputers. So supercomputers are very large in size. Then comes the mainframe computers. In some ways, mainframes are more powerful than supercomputers because they support more simultaneous program. If we talk about power, mainframes can support more programs at the same time. But supercomputers can execute a single program faster than a mainframe. But in terms of speed, supercomputers are much faster. Moving on to the examples, VAX8842, CDC 6600, IBM 4381, these were examples. Now the next classification is mini computer. A mini computer is a mid-sized computer. It is neither very large nor very small. So it is a mid-sized computer. In size and power, mini computers lie between workstation and mainframe. They are bigger than workstation but smaller than mainframe. In the past decade, the distinction between large mini computers and small mainframes has blurred. It has almost disappeared. However, as the distinction between small mini computers and workstation. But in general, a mini computer is a multi-processing system supporting from 4 to about 200 users simultaneously. So these kind of computers, mini computers, they can support 4 or more than 4 also. So about 200 people can work at the same time using mini computers. Now moving on to example, PDP-11, VASPARC, Power and Itanium based systems from Sun Microsystem, IBM, Hewlett-Packard. These were examples. Next is supercomputers. Supercomputers are the most powerful of all computers. The fastest and most powerful type of computers. Supercomputers are very expensive. A common person cannot afford these kind of computers. These are very costly. These are employed for specialized application which require immense amount of mathematical calculation. So if there is too much of calculation to be done, supercomputers can be used. For example, weather forecasting, मौसम विभाग वो लोग इस्तेमाल करते हैं, requires a supercomputer. Other uses of supercomputers include animated graphics, fluid dynamic calculations, nuclear energy research, petroleum exploration. So these are the different areas where supercomputers are used. And why is it used? Because there is too much of mathematical calculations involved in these kind of areas, animated graphics, fluid dynamic calculations, nuclear research, petroleum exploration, all these. Now let's see what is the difference, main difference between supercomputer and mainframe. So the difference is that a supercomputer uses all its power into executing a few programs as fast as possible. Execute means running, so it can run few programs very quickly. Whereas mainframe, it uses its power to execute many programs concurrently. Examples are Cray, XTS, HE, India's Param. In fact, Anurag is also there, from India only. IBM, Gene, PK Computer, these were all examples. In 1958, Seymour Cray, he built the first completely transistorized supercomputer for the Control Data Corporation, that is CDC, Control Data Corporation. Now here are a few practice questions for you. Let's see who can answer. Question 1, a microprocessor is a first option single chip, transistor, valve, none of them. What do you think, guys? Yes, the correct answer is it's a single chip. It's a kind of chip. It's not a transistor, not a valve. Question 2. A small sized computer is laptop, desktop, palm top, all of them. So as you know, all these are very small in size. Laptop is also a small sized computer, desktop, palm top. So the answer will be D, all of them. Question 3. Which of the following computers are like laptops with a touch screen? So do you remember which computer has the touch screen? Does a desktop has a touch screen? No. Mini computer, tablet, none of them. So what will be the answer? Yes, you are correct. Answer number 3, tablet. It has a touch screen with it. Now question number 4, IBM 4381. It is the example of mainframe computer, supercomputer, microprocessor, or a mini computer. So what do you think? For this one, I'm not going to tell you the answer. You have to find it out on your own from the video. Do let me know how many of you were able to find the answer for the question number 4. Thank you guys for watching. In the next session, I'll cover up the topic of characteristics of computer. With this one, I'll take an off now from now onwards. And in the last, I'll just say स्वस्थ रहें, मस्त रहें, खुशहाल रहें, पढ़ते रहें. और लास्ट लाइन क्या है? Of course, आगे बढ़ते रहें तो ज़रूरी है ना. Okay then.